Alright, what's up everyone? Today I'm going to talk about a variety of supplements that you can take that are going to improve your performance. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. These are basically all the things that I personally take. So, they are a little bit tailored toward me, but hopefully it should give you a little info and get you curious and interested in researching some other things that could help you out. Alright, so first I'm going to talk about a couple of different vitamins that I take. So this is vitamin K2. It's great for your heart and your brain. It does occur naturally in food, but this is something that's hard to get and it's really important. So I actually do supplement it. So I take 2 of these per day. With K2, you want to make sure you get the MK4 and MK7 because those are the really good ones. Okay, the next is vitamin D. So you get this naturally from food as well. You can also get this naturally from just getting sunlight. So your skin naturally produces vitamin D when sun hits it. So if you feel like you're not getting enough sun, it's kind of cloudy, this can be something that you can take. It's good for your brain and it can also improve your mood if you're not getting quite enough sun. These are both fat soluble, by the way. So you'll need to take them with some source of fats, whatever that might be. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Alright, so next I'm going to talk about a couple of different nootropics. So this is the fun part of the video. So nootropics are essentially vitamins or supplements. They could be herbs that have some kind of benefit for your brain. They actually make you perform better, so your brain could be sharper, you could have a better memory, various things with not really any side effects, like very light side effects or no noticeable side effects. So some nootropics can cause headaches, but that would be about it. And by understanding if it gives you a headache, you would stop taking it, or you can supplement with other nootropics to basically make sure that your brain has the right balance of these herbs or other supplements so that you don't get headaches. So the first one I take is called Huperzine A. It is derived from an herb, a Chinese herb, and it's for memory. So it basically helps you form new memories and basically increases oxygen to the brain. And then the other one that I like to take is Vinpocetine. So this is also derived from an herb. It has like a very similar function. It's just a bit different. It is a different herb. It's good for just your brain and nervous system. So I take those 2 and I do feel better. I feel like my brain is a little sharper. Cuts through the brain fog. Yeah, and probably just oxygen to the brain and some other effects from that. Now, some other thing you can do if you want to level up in your nootropics is what are called racetams. So they sound kind of dangerous, right? But they're not. So there's been a lot of studies on this, and they're safe for humans. I'll link in the description. Basically, examine.com is the best place you can go to get all your own info. If you hear me talk about any of these, please do your own research. Figure out from your own perspective what it is, what it does, from a real resource. Examine.com is a great way to get an overview and understand about interactions of this stuff. And always consult your doctor before you're going to take any of these kinds of things and so forth. Okay, so Oxiracetam is a pretty standard racetam. Basically, good for mental performance. It gives you kind of like a boost. It gives you a little bit of energy. And it kind of makes you sharper. I think that the method of action for racetams is not entirely understood by science, but there have been enough studies to know that it does improve performance. So people take it and then do a test or something. And this is how they do the study to find out if it improves brain performance. And it's generally safe. So the worst you'll get is maybe like a headache. Please make sure to take the right dose, of course, and again, do your research, consult your doctor. The next is Oxiracetam. So this is actually one of my favorites. It's also a racetam, but with Oxiracetam, you need kind of like a big dose in order to get the effects, and you have to take it a couple times a day. So Oxiracetam, you can take just 1 of these capsules, and it basically lasts about 8 hours. So that's really nice. And so with these, I don't actually have it on hand. I haven't been taking these because you will probably get a headache if you take these without supplementing a choline source. And so choline comes in a couple types. Alpha GPC is one of the most common, and it's basically one of the amino acids that your brain uses in order to combine with these and give you that boost. So The next thing I want to talk about is Brain Octane Oil, as it's called. So this is a product. This particular one is from Bulletproof. There are different brands out there that you can research. And so it's essentially a medium chain triglyceride that comes from coconut oil. And it's essentially just a fat. It's an oil. And so your brain uses various things like glucose and fats and so forth in order to function. But the way it works is that when you take this, it gets processed and then it goes straight to your brain, and your brain uses it as a very clean source of fuel. So it's even cleaner than, or like it burns a little cleaner and faster and like better, longer than glucose, which is like a sugar, which is your brain sugar. So yeah, I really like this. It's super sharp. It makes me super sharp. And basically, the only thing you got to worry about with this is what's called disaster pants, where if you have too much oil, then you're going to have kind of like diarrhea. So just watch out, take a small dose, work your way up with this kind of thing. All right, a couple more here. We got Noopept. This is a great one. Increases nerve growth factor, so great for learning. You'll want to take a choline source with that as well. It's similar to Oxiracetam, but it is not Oxiracetam. Okay, let's see. Some others that I take. So I take probiotics, and I also take enzymes. And so basically, probiotics is great for gut health. These are the good microbes that live in your gut and let you process foods and keep you healthy. And the thing is that your body actually has a microbiome, which is all the little germs and organisms that live in and around you. I know it's kind of weird, but that is what basically keeps you healthy. So if your skin is itchy, sometimes it's because of your microbiome. So it's important to have probiotics and take those to make sure that, if you drink alcohol, for instance, that can kill microbes, and there's certain diet choices can basically like make the environment not so great. So having a supplement is just one way to like really keep it very like healthy and vibrant in there in terms of that. And then enzymes. So this actually breaks down proteins, and so if I have any protein source like meat, and then I eat that, and then I take one of these, it's going to help break that down into nutrients better, so that I'll have more energy and be able to use the protein better in my body. So this one here, Bacopa, also great for memory. It's just another herb. Sometimes I take it. This one actually supports mood, so that's one of the things I like. It's kind of it does several things, right? So mood and sleep, energy, and appetite control. I believe it might help with like maybe serotonin production or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but if that sounds interesting, you can go to examine.com to learn more about Bacopa. All right, so that wraps it up for all of my favorite brain supplements. What about you guys? Do you take any supplements for performance or for anything? What are your favorites? Let us know in the comments. Let us know if you've heard about something and you want an opinion, and we can let you know. And again, check out examine.com. Thanks for watching. We're going to have a lot more topics like this, like, what kind of topics do we think about in Silicon Valley? All right, see you next time.